multiple other callers started calling in. Some of them were explaining that the male was hopping on top of cars.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
Quite a scene on 27th and Quillen in Kennewick this morning. What police say happened to drivers and one Burger King employee.
Then new details in the Union Gap homicide investigation. Police now have a suspect description.
Plus,
this building was built in 1950. The last remodel was in 2000.
let the upgrades begin at the Yakima Airport, how this will impact passengers.
And Stacy is tracking a warm-up.
And a live look outside from the Yakima Valley to the Columbia Basin. It is a gorgeous day. What's it going to be like tomorrow? All the details coming up. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Here we go. Good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is May the 27th.
First at 5 o'clock, shortly after 6 this morning, officers with the Kennewick Police Department responded to a welfare check in the area of Burger King. This was at the South Quillen Street location where a caller said he was being chased and someone was trying to kill him. When the phone seemed to drop, dispatch said they could still hear him screaming for help. KPD identified the man as Stephen Zimmerly, who was initially located at a nearby movie theater before being seen in the Burger King parking lot and on 27th Avenue, jumping onto cars, even trying to break into them, even throwing his shoes into one truck. Zimmerly broke a Burger King window then and entered the restaurant, running through to a walk-in refrigerator. That's according to dispatch. Then an employee called in saying they were locked in the walk-in freezer located inside the refrigerator area. The employee said she was unable to get out because of the man. Officers say Zimmerly was not following commands and trying to destroy a fan located above the freezer door.
It's only assumptions at this time, just based on experience and everything officers have seen in the past. It's sounding like possible drug use, or it could be mental health. At this point, we don't have any medical clarification at the moment. We had multiple callers from people out on the roadway, employees from within the Burger King, and of course, the beginning was the subject himself.
All right, a taser was then used prior to taking Zimmerly into custody on multiple felonies. He was booked into the Benton County Jail. As for the employee, KPD says she was uninjured but very shaken.
Tonight, new developments in the Union Gap homicide during the weekend. Officials believe they now know who did it, but say that person is on the run. Here's the suspect, 34-year-old Jose Quezada. Officials believe he is responsible for the deaths of 63-year-old Tina Paris and her dogs. They say on Sunday they did a welfare check off Cornell Avenue and found Paris and her dogs dead in the home. They also say Quezada was living with the victim. Their investigation shows he left Yakima County in a white 2013 Dodge Caravan with a California license plate.
There's a lot of things happening today and this week, so we'll have more information to follow at some point. All hands are on deck. We have both of our detectives that are working. We've worked through the weekend since we were called to the scene, and we will continue to work until we've completed the case.
If you know anything about this case or where he might be, please call Union Gap Police immediately.
The first major wildfire of the season in Oregon has broken out across parts of the central and eastern portions.
And this is video of the fire from Brian Dexter. Officials say after getting a chance to properly map the fire, the total acres burned are actually 1,776. That's down from a previous estimation of 3,000. More growth is not expected today, but firefighters are worried about the ranches in the area. Hotshot crews from LeGrand and Zigzag arrived Monday afternoon. Several aircraft are also helping in the fight.
Now, the fire started on Sunday and is burning in Wasco, Wheeler, and Sherman counties.
The Yakima County Fire Marshal just issued a revised county-wide burn ban. It's for unincorporated Yakima County. The ban takes effect Sunday, June 1st and expires Monday, September 1st. As in previous years, outdoor open burning, including bonfires and recreational fires, or burning vegetation and waste materials, not allowed. However, residential outdoor activities such as charcoal barbecues and wood pellet smokers may be used.
And of course, with temperatures warming up, that's not the best news for firefighters all across the Northwest.
And that's right. And hopefully the winds don't cause us any problems either. Let's check in with Stacy to see what she's looking at.
Well, guys, the good news for today anyways, the winds have calmed way down. It's a beautiful night. Dust Devils in town, going to play some baseball. Great night for that. A few clouds around the area as we look out on our Dust Devil sky cam in Pasco. 79 degrees. Winds are light at 3 miles per hour. Our sunset at 8:37. Temperatures as that game gets started will be in the 80s, but a beautiful night if you're headed out to see those Tri-City Dust Devils. Temperatures looking good all through the region. Some of us hit 80, some of us sitting right underneath 80 degrees. Planning your night out, that's what it looks like temperature wise. Going to stay in the 70s through 8 p.m. and finally down in the 60s around 10. Next couple of days, sneak peek. Here's our hot day, our first 90-degree day of the year. Those gusty winds return on Thursday, and you'll see that in the Tri-Cities, Yakima, all through the region, specifically in the Kittitas Valley. So get ready for a hot, dry 90s tomorrow. Strong winds move into the area Thursday. We're also tracking some stray thunderstorms similar to what we had on Sunday evening. They're going to be moving through the area tomorrow night. But overall, we have a very nice week ahead with temperatures going from the 80s to the 90s and, well, just up and down like they do in the spring. I'll update you with my First Alert full weather forecast. Austin, Wendy.
Stacey, thank you. New tonight, while many law enforcement agencies across Washington state have struggled to fill vacancies due to a challenging climate for police and sheriff's offices, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office has managed to stay fully staffed and retain its officers. Right now, FCSO has 25 patrol officers and just under 50 officers working in the jail, with only 8 total vacancies. A pretty impressive feat considering most law enforcement departments in the state are still understaffed. In fact, Washington currently ranks last in the country for police officers per capita, with just 1.35 officers per 1,000 people. That's according to a Senate bill report from January. We spoke with the Undersheriff Monty Huber, who credits their success to building a positive work culture.
And we encourage folks to come and express concerns or ideas, and then we try to build upon that. Try to develop a culture in this organization where it promotes family and team and providing that absolute service to the community.
Right now, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office is also teaming up with other local law enforcement agencies to bring real-life scenario training to both new and current officers, all to better serve the community.
The city of Sunnyside is entering a feasibility study period with F&M. This regarding the $1.7 million sale of the 77 acres of the Monson property. The Sunnyside city manager says through this study, F&M are giving the city $100,000 in earnest money. During this time, the city manager also says they will see what the cost is to develop that part of the property, like getting the infrastructure up and running in that east side area. With the west side property that is still left to sell, the city manager says he hopes to develop commercial buildings. But with that east side, he says the city is focusing on housing development.
More than half the people that work in Sunnyside leave Sunnyside to live somewhere else. And the reasons that I say housing creates economic development, because, you know, those folks that live in those houses, they become customers of our businesses and they frequent our stores and they contribute to our tax base. So it's all very symbiotic and just really exciting at this point.
The city says if needed, they have looked into possible grants for components like sewer and water for this project. The city manager also says he's anticipating this project to be a strong public and private partnership.
Well, new tonight, a multi-phased project to improve and modernize the passenger and cargo terminal building at the Yakima Air Terminal begins this coming Thursday. The first project will provide a new roof and new HVAC units for the terminal. The airport director says the right lane approaching the terminal will be closed during some of the roof construction. Vehicles will not be allowed to stop and drop off passengers in the remaining left lane in front of the terminal. The new HVAC system will be complete by the end of this October. Also planned this summer, baggage claim project to begin in either July or August.
For the baggage claim project, it's going to close the baggage claim and it's going to close the downstairs bathrooms. So we've come up with this an approach for temporary baggage claim. It is outdoors. And so, obviously, fortunately, we have lots of good weather, but we don't want the passengers to be exposed to inclement weather. So we're going to try and get the project done while it's warm and sunny.
And last Tuesday, the Yakima City Council approved the grant application to the FAA for the baggage claim project. Work is also planned this year to install an overflow parking lot. Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, is just getting started. Coming up, a new skyscraper is coming to the Pendleton area. We'll tell you why.
Also ahead.
Wi-Fi or connectivity is very much like water and air.
With summer travel season upon us, are you keeping your private information safe? The information you need to know this year.
And let's go outside. A live picture from our Skycam network. This is in Yakima. Our Stacy Lee is tracking the rest of this week's First Alert weather forecast for you, as many of you just getting back to the swing of things on this day after Memorial Day. Don't go anywhere.
With McValue at McDonald's, you'll get deals on drinks whenever you hit the afternoon slump.
We've got your pick-me-up covered because medium drinks are now $2.29. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
There's working you. And then there's chill you. Chill you is more carefree and curious, more present, more relaxed, more fun. Chill you is the best you. There you are. Bring back your chill you with an escape to Coeur d'Alene, the city by the lake. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Most people who have lived through an opioid overdose have something in common. They didn't do it alone. Someone was there when they OD'd. Someone had naloxone. Someone called for help. So, if you use opioids like fentanyl, know who your someone is. Use with them when you can. Have naloxone with you. And make sure your someone is ready to help you if you need it. Just like you would for them.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. Finally, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this.
Good Feet arch supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
Spring is calling. Are you ready? At Queensgate Gardens in Richland, adventure starts in your own backyard. From lush hanging baskets to vibrant landscape flowers and garden starts, we've got everything to make your space bloom. Let's grow something amazing. Queensgate Gardens in Richland, where adventure grows.
When you say let's go to breakfast, you mean let's go to McDonald's. Obviously.
Get the morning going when you buy 1 breakfast sandwich and get another one for $1.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome back to Apple Valley News Now live at 5. We're going to head to Northern Oregon now. Wild Horse Resort and Casino is sharing details of their next level expansion scheduled to be complete in 2027.
All right, so here's what we know. This project is underway and will include the addition of a premier hotel tower with 214 rooms spanning 10 stories. There will be a 15,000 square foot multi-purpose convention center that will have a capacity of 1,500 seats. The expansion will also add a new restaurant featuring 3 meal dining options. The CEO of Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Gary E. George, says they are making forward-thinking investments for a high-quality casino experience that will impact guests as soon as they walk in the doors. Well, the city of Pasco is celebrating a grant win for its Road 76 overpass project. One of the grants the city received is now allowing the project to enter the design and right-of-way acquisition. The city says the about $35 million project received roughly $3.5 million in grants. Councilman Charles Grimm says once completed, this overpass will be similar to the Dupertale Bridge in Richland.
You are connecting a large residential area and a large area of commerce, just like in Richland there. This is a multimodal bridge that will have biking and walking and, of course, vehicle traffic on it. And what it's going to do, it is going to relieve the congestion from the Road 68 interchange.
Grimm says Road 76 will not have an on and off ramp to where you can connect to the highway due to the state not allowing it because of its close proximity to Road 68, which is why they decided on it being solely an overpass. Well, as the summer travel season heats up, are you keeping your private information safe? From cafes to airports, it's become pretty second nature for many of us to find and connect to free Wi-Fi, especially when traveling.
Yes, but with a growing number of cyber threats, the free Wi-Fi could cost you. Michael Yoshida has what you need to know to keep your data safe.
When traveling, staying connected has become a necessity.
Wi-Fi or connectivity is very much like water and air.
But experts warn
free and public Wi-Fi access points can be fraught with danger.
Personal data can be big business for hackers and scammers, leading to an ever-growing number of threats to be aware of. A big one, the man-in-the-middle or evil twin Wi-Fi scam.
A Wi-Fi network that looks like the real legitimate one, but it's actually run by somebody who could be very nearby, trying deliberately to intercept your data. Passwords, logins, they could even hack into your computer.
Internet security expert and CMO president Eric Plam says these are some things to remember when connecting to that cafe, airport, hotel, or other public and free Wi-Fi. Be wary if it's too easy, even if free. Cafes, airport lounges, or hotels often ask for a password or room number. Once you do connect, check to make sure you're browsing on a secure site. You can do that by looking at where you type in a web address. It should say HTTPS. There also might be a symbol of a padlock, though this isn't always guaranteed to be safe according to the FBI. You should also refrain from logging into bank accounts or conducting sensitive transactions. And if you want to go a step further, buy a VPN or virtual private network, a service provided by lots of different vendors which creates a secure tunnel between your device and whatever site you're visiting. But the best option, according to Plam, use your own hotspot.
This is the most secure and convenient way to go.
In Washington, I'm Michael Yoshida reporting.
Plam also says these days many phones can turn into hotspots, but be wary of battery drain or high roaming charges, especially if overseas.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And a beautiful day, some light winds, the windmills moving on our Yakima Fed Skycam in the Tri-Cities, looking nice tonight. 79 degrees, just sitting under 80. Winds are light at 3. Our sunset tonight at 8:37. Winds staying light all through the area, which is nice. A little breezy in Walla Walla tonight, but overall nice. Not going to stay that way. Well, at least through part of tomorrow, and then we'll start to see winds picking up. This ridge of high pressure, you see it kind of moving up to the north. That's creating that warm air, that warmer air coming our way tomorrow. Hottest day of the year. And then this, let's fast forward our futurecast tomorrow afternoon. We have a system moving up from the south, much like we saw on Sunday, that brought the thunder and lightning. Potential for that happening tomorrow evening right on through from northeastern Oregon through Hermiston into Tri-Cities, all the way up into the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. It's not going to hang around a lot. It's not going to bring a ton of rain, but we could see some more thunder and lightning. Most of that will be done and out of the area by late Thursday night. As we head into Thursday morning, or excuse me, early Thursday morning, things are going to be looking much better. All right, here's the gusty winds along with that system that we're going to see. We have a first alert weather day for the Kittitas Valley on Thursday. We're going to see winds 55 to 60 miles an hour throughout the afternoon. So be prepared for that. That's pretty heavy duty winds. Columbia Basin 35 to 45. So here we go again. Yakima Valley 30 to 35, and those foothills also could see winds up to 50 miles per hour. So there you go. Temperatures tonight, pleasant 40s and 50s. Most of us in the 50s tonight. Some of those upper elevation mountain areas are going to be in the 40s, but a really nice night out there. Temperature wise tomorrow, it's going to be a hot one. We start off nice by 11 o'clock. Yakima, you'll be in the 80s. Climbing eventually to 90 in the afternoon. Tri-Cities will start seeing those 80-degree temperatures right around lunchtime. Hot paw alert. Time to start thinking about taking the pups out early in the day before it gets too hot. We'll be at 81 by noon in Walla Walla tomorrow. Now, speaking of May and the spring temperatures, where have we been? Has it been hot? Has it been cold? Has it been average? We'll take a look at this chart right here. This is our temperatures for the month of May for Yakima, and all those areas in blue below average. So we've had more below average days than above average days in Yakima, and a few in the gray have been right around the average. As we take a look at Tri-Cities, even more below average days. So yeah, it's been a cool May through our area. Will it stay that way? Well, we'll have to see. We're going to start getting into June, and yes, we're seeing pops of hot temperatures like tomorrow, then back to the 80s. Briefly up to the 90s, and then look at this, we trend back down with cooler temperatures, and we're tracking a system for the early part of next week, June 1st, officially on Sunday, 81 degrees. That's about average for our area. Taking a look at Yakima, also have a couple of days hitting 90 degrees, which is well above the average, but most of those temperatures staying right around average. Ellensburg, remember, it's going to be very windy on Thursday there, and then we'll see those breezy and gusty winds on and off throughout the weekend in Ellensburg. Walla Walla looking good. We're going to see a couple of 90-degree days there, well above the average, and then dropping right on back down to temperatures just below average for the time of year. And in Hermiston, also looking at a windy day on Thursday with slight chance of showers. So there you go. I had it all charted out for everyone because everyone's going, has it been hot, cold? It's been on the cooler side, actually, for May.
That's pretty interesting.
It is pretty interesting.
The more you know, right?
The more you know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stacy. The Spotlight is next.
Josh Cobra, First Alert Weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
So what do you think about these? We like this.
Yeah, we love it.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. Turned out.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com to learn more about no interest, no payments for 12 months.
We think three-pointers should be called triple play.
And we brought in a basketball expert to support us.
Just former college and pro star Rob Sacre.
So, Rob, what do we call, one of these?
Triple play. You know, shooting triple plays wasn't exactly my specialty.
Well, outside shooters are well outside our budget.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Rob, how did you score?
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, June 26th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework.
So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Weeknights at 5, I bring you the spotlight. Tonight, it comes from the Pasco School District after the completion of the 25th Team Pasco Home. Students in the construction trades program got some real-world experience and helped complete an over 2,000 square foot home. Gavin Frank, a student at Chiawana High School, has even more to celebrate as he was offered an apprentice carpenter internship. There will be a dedication ceremony tomorrow at 11 a.m. If you have an idea for the spotlight, just send me an email. Stacey Lee with Your Reason to Smile is next.
The Coeur d'Alene Resort Golf Club. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get two.
The Tuesday special at A&W.
Get ready, Walla Walla. The sweetest season is here. Join us at the ballpark as the Walla Walla Sweets hit the field for another unforgettable season. Whether you're a diehard fan or just looking for a fun night out, there's something for everyone at a Walla Walla Sweets game. Grab your peanuts, popcorn, and Lucky Cap, because this season the Walla Walla Sweets are bringing the thrill of baseball right to your backyard. Don't miss out on the excitement. Get your tickets now and be part of the Walla Walla Sweets experience. Let's play ball.
Looking for a trusted professional to guide you through your real estate endeavors? Carrie Lundgren with River Realty is ready to guide you through the process. As a lifelong Tri-Cities resident with 35 years real estate experience, she has the knowledge, dedication, and enthusiasm to make your real estate dreams come true. Whether you are buying your first home, moving up or scaling back, or looking for an investment, she has got you covered. Call Carrie today at 509-948-0580 and start making your dreams a reality.
The magic continues when Alice steps into the $185,000 prize land at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Join in the madness with $16,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday, and a chance to multiply your prize up to $4,000 cash. Rack up entries with a multiplier on Mondays, and hurry, don't be late for a very important grand prize day. May 31st, 4 winners and someone wins $20,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Celebrate 3 decades of fun.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get the freedom to save and 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings.
See your community Chevy dealers.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello, Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
Apple Valley News Now is Yakima.
Apple Valley News Now is Pendleton.
Apple Valley News Now is Tri-Cities.
Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
We are on your side.
And welcome back. We wait for it every night. Your reason to smile. Thanks to our buddy Thomas Reed. Got that rainbow. That was that storm coming through on Sunday. keep an eye out tomorrow night. We might be able to see that again. The storm may come a little bit later, but anyway, thank you, Thomas. QR code top of your screen. That's how you get your photo on TV. Or go to applevalleyNewsNow.com. Thanks to Lifetime Dental Care. Real quick, the bottom line on your weather. Hot tomorrow, clear skies, warmest day of the year, hitting those 90s. Look for some isolated thunderstorms coming through, and then those gusty winds on Thursday. So
time to get that AC cranking, right?
It's time, yes.
And then turn it right back on.
And then get the heater ready. So yeah, it's like this.
A little bit of everything. All right. Well, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us on the news at 5.
We are back at 6, hoping your news is good news.
Have a great evening.